the Speaker Kevin McCarthy and Representative Matt Gaetz on Thursday. He entered a testis exchange behind closed doors, accusing Gaetz McCarthy of being behind a social media campaign targeting the Florida Republican. At the GOP's conference meeting, House's return back and forth took place among the increasing tensions between men, threatening to forcing McCarthy to dismiss McCarthy as a speaker if it did not follow a series of demands for spending, expenditure and legislation. I asked McCarthy a direct question: did you pay for people try to create a wrong negativity about me online? Gaetz said the top of the stock market. And I asked Sam Bankman-Fried how much he got it. However, McCarthy, according to Deputy, rejected any participation in anti-Gaetz campaign and foreign legal counsel sent a stop and request to individual responsible for demands at beginning of this week. According to "I'm not worried about you, Matt," he said. Gaetz said that McCarthy was muttering and did not think enough to do it. He told Hill, a Republican Hill to Hill, who wanted anonymously discuss the private stock market, that Gaetz accused McCarthy of attacking the external money on him. And another Assembly Republican added that this is a very testicular stock exchange. Sklohl came after social media tasks published on Tuesday after publication of a person who was taken from an account for an advocacy campaign against closure of Gaetz and government. There is an advocacy campaign with budget. Do you make a publications? If you work. So, in meantime, the problem is against Gaetz and government closes. Tell me in a short time. Rogan O'Handley, a conservative commentator X. According to a photo the message read. Gaetz shared the post and said, "Thank you first. 2. Speaker McCarthy is pathetic." McCarthy's external lawyer Elliot S. Burke sent a stop and savings to a person assumed to be behind the demands on Tuesday. I understand social media impressives against closure government, and that you claim to be behalf existing assets depending on Speaker McCarthy and/or Speaker. I understand behalf more than one reporter investigation. This e-poster is notified you need to stop. Give up immediately, or we will proceed with all solutions within scope law, including search for damage. Politico first reported stop and desist since Gaetz threatened to vote for abolition of McCarthy as a speaker. Blood feud between McCarthy and Gaetz, a sharp focus during race of speaker drawn in January, was boiled in recent weeks. While deputies compete to finance the government before closing date of September 30. Amped rhetoric comes. He said they would not support an ongoing decision. On Tuesday, the Senate developed a bilateral stopgap bill that would finance the government until November 17, and contain $6.15 billion and $5.99 billion for Ukraine. McCarthy, on his behalf, said his members would not vote on Wednesday. Gaetz told reporters on Wednesday, "Leader